Hi, it's Sam Barker here from The Motley Fool. Behind me is Landmark Mall, or what used to be. What once was a bustling and booming shopping center just a stone's throw away from Motley Fool headquarters is now a sad shell of its former self. The only store open here is Sears.
If you like RTJ4, then you're gonna love RTJ Action Figures with catchphrases you love.
It's cold winter, baby, and a fruit summer. Treat beef like a wet dot 2 on. Wow!
And multiple poses. Get your own rap-tastic duo today and get ready to run them jewels fast. Run them jewels fast. Batteries not included. Ages 14 and up.
Just got done walking in the snow. Them cold.
Must be stopped. You and all other school parent groups about the country, and you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education on the subject of narcotics in general, the dread marijuana in particular. That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign by you to demand by law such compulsory education. Because it is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out. Out of the traffic in these drugs, a lawlessness that we can scarcely estimate has grown and is now flourishing. It exists in almost every city and hamlet in the country. It might be interesting and important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country, and the work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life, by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington. I've received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you. My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. At the outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance, could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York, a field of marijuana was found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York.
In less than a year, we have grown to see six-figure revenue per month on Wix. Having an amazing website with Wix and having direct-to-consumer tools in place was at the core of our business. We are lucky to have a ton of orders, so we have outgrown fulfilling orders ourselves. We've sold out of our huge collections, thousands and thousands of pieces of inventory, 5-6 times.
We love it.
We dig into those analytics, be able to see what people do when they visit our site and where they come from, which products they're more apt to try first versus second, how many returning customers we have.
To see our growth and to have the opportunity to track that through a website is really quite amazing.
You want to know why running on the treadmill 7 days a week doesn't work for you when you're trying to lose weight? Because it never has. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. Cardio actually burns calories, usually in the form of carbs in the bloodstream that are then replaced with the very next meal that you eat and stored as more fat. This is why when you even eat low-calorie foods or run for an hour a day, it seems like you get softer, but you don't actually lose any weight. And this is one of the biggest reasons why most weight loss attempts fail within the first 3 weeks. I don't do an hour of cardio. I have never done an hour of cardio in the past 5-10 years, and I stay sub 10% body fat year round. Well, you could say, well, I have a couple injuries and I can't lift heavy. You don't have to lift heavy to get in shape. You can say, well, I can't stick to a diet because I'm always hungry all the time. You can follow diets where you're not hungry and you're eating your favorite foods. You can say, I'm not in shape because I don't know who to listen to. I don't know even what to do. Well, here's your chance to put all those myths to rest and learn exactly what you need to do to get in shape depending on what shape you're in right now and what shape you want to be in. With all those failed past attempts to try dealing with the fat around your belly, do you really think that this time is going to be any different? I mean, how long are you going to keep trying on your own? The rest of your life? Now, if I was your trainer and I showed you exactly how to torch your belly fat, do you think that you'd get better results than working out on your own? Of course you would. So let me help you. There is a simple way to completely transform your physique in as little as 12 weeks, like, say, Hugh Jackman did for the Wolverine movie. But to transform himself into the superhero Jackman followed some of the secrets that I'll reveal to you. Chris Pratt went from the chubby, lovable Andy on Parks and Rec to the cover of Men's Fitness sporting a killer set of abs. What's their secret? They ruthlessly cut through the fluff and the BS. They have zero time to waste because their next film role is starting in just a few weeks. So they can't waste time on the wrong program. Is fruit bad for your diet? You should know that the advice to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables is gravely flawed. This is exactly where many diet books and trainers and dietitians run into trouble. They recommend eating fruit because of the high vitamin content, but they completely ignore fructose. Is fructose good for you? That answer is unfortunately complicated. There's no doubt that fruits offer a slew of health benefits, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytonutrients. But the fructose complicates the issue for most people, especially women. Well, guess what? These same rules apply to a lot of vegetables as well. And I know it's enough to make your head spin. How can you possibly know which fruits to eat, how often, and how much? The truth is, when people say that they're gonna get in shape, they do two things. And tell me if this sounds familiar to you. One, they start eating less because the only way to lose weight is to burn off more calories than you consume. That's just science. And two, they start doing more cardio, jogging, riding the bike, doing the elliptical, because they want to increase how many calories they're burning to lose weight faster. But what if I told you that when you do this, you're actually hurting yourself? How? Well, has it worked for you yet? Or did you end up hitting a wall and eventually quitting? But if you're interested in hearing why these two very common things never actually work, click the link on this video and take my body type quiz. When you click it, it'll take you to a quick 30-second quiz where you'll answer just 6 easy questions. And after answering those 6 questions, we don't need your email or any information from you, but it will take you to a video where I explain why these things don't work and the 3 most important things to do in order to get into better shape than you were in during your 20s. So click that link and I'll see you in a second.
New York. The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine. The deadly narcotic is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market. The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt than the traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin. They are hidden in fake jewelry cases, in the heels of shoes, women's shoes especially, because the drugs can be secreted in false heels. Hollowed shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used. Watch cases are convenient hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It was concealed in an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana. No doubt many of you do not believe that these things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our own city. You probably read about it in the papers. However, I'll give you the real facts behind the case. there was an apartment near one of our high schools. It was run by a woman known as May Coleman.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Oh, Jack, we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio. Oh, greetings.
Well, hello, fella. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here. Glad to see you.
Is May in?
She'll be right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Oh, it's all right, Gwen. See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah? They're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm going to blow.
Where are you going?
I got to make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over that mother complex?
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place with the swimming pool? Like to come?
Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'd sure like to have you.
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
See you later. Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh. Hey, how do you like that? That. That's the one I was telling you about. Very nice.
I don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wally.
Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the freshman team that year he went to college.
Yeah, and that lets him out. My dad knows his family. None of them are any good. Father and mother just got a divorce from Paris.
Yeah?
You know, Ralph runs around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams.
Well, I only kind of say hello to him. I don't go around with him.
Well, you better not. He's a little too old for us. That's what my dad said.
Hello, Mary. How are you, Bill?
How are you, Ralph?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know my brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you?
Well,
I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill.
How do you do?
Glad to know you. We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along?
We have a date to play instead of doubles.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along with you?
Sure.
Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
I won't.
Don't you know him? That hot finger's climbing.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a like a jive. You want to dance?
Do I?
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. Any new prospects?
Maybe. Oh, Jimmy, you're wonderful.
You just finding that out?
Why can't we go now?
Good. Hey, kids, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure. Any place with you.
Well, come along. We can all go in my car.
See you later, Joe.
It's sweet of you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no. You know, after that session we had yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself.
He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
Mary, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you're there beside me. Well, listen. It is my soul that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Bye, Mrs. Lang.
Goodbye.
So long. Gosh, oh! Oh, I guess I'm all right. Well, bye. Bye.
Hey, Jay!
Oh, Julie. Hey.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, there should be.
Don't bother your father every night.
Have you?
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Well, I had to study, Ma.
He was not. I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill's got a girl. Got a girl.
Ma, make him cut it out.
Junior,
Well, Bill has got a girl.
quiet. And put that candy away till after dinner. Henry, you shouldn't have given it to him.
Well, he has got a girlfriend, and her name is Mary.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Bill, Junior, put that carrying on. Junior.
Oh, that's about enough. They're all right there, young.
Mary's little lamb. Mary's little lamb. I didn't mean to Bill honest, I didn't.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Gee, it must be love. She'd have to be swell for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Dad, read me what he fixed it, will you?
Yeah, here we are. You see?
Oh, hello, Jimmy.
Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah. Can I take you any place?
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well, then, how about driving me over to the show place with me? I'll buy you a soda.
I never drink that stuff.
Well, gee, I'll buy you something else.
Okay. You're on the hook for one root beer.
Well.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on, right in.
Hello, Blanche. Hello, Ralph. How are you?
Hello, Ralph. How have you been, Ralph? Hello, Jim. Two sodas. No, I mean one soda and one root beer. How's Meg?
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill come along?
Well, don't
Come on along, Bill. You'll get a kick out of it.
Thanks, just the same.
Oh, come on, Bill. Mary won't be jealous.
Why, sure. All the kids will be there. It's Keen.
Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't. Well, okay.
Hiya, kid. Hello, Jack. What do you say? Yeah, come on in.
Come on, Bill. Don't stand there. Meg, this is Bill Harper. He's okay.
Hello.
Well, if you say so, it's all right with me. I'll be back in a minute. Hiya, kids. How you doing? There's a new one in the bay.
Yeah, Bill Harper. He's all right. Blanche's got herself quite a yen for her.
Not bad. I didn't think you had that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooked up for this new kid.
Say, we haven't many more smoke. You better run over and get some.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning? Now I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That kid out there, Jimmy. He's got a car. He'll take you. Come on, get going. Hurry up.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah?
I've got to run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you?
Why, yeah, my sister.
Mind giving me a lift?
Why, sure. Come on.
Okay.
No, thank you. Well, here we are. Oh, thanks.
Oh, May, don't forget me.
I never forget you. Oh, here. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
I thought you were a clerk.
Of course, if you're afraid. That's better. That's more like it. I know you like that. Really, you will. And just take a puff of it.
Just be a minute, kid.
Hey, Jack, give me a cigarette before you go, will you?
Alright, everybody.
Hi, boss.
Doing a test run right about now.
How's business? Getting better every day.
See how well
Those kids sure
everything's
go for it.
working and
Well, had to run
how
over a
it
couple more
goes.
cars. Ran short today.
Wait for it to pop up on the screen. This is
Johnny?
test run before
That
4
thing's
o'clock.
out to Jack Perry.
Just running some reefer madness.
Who?
Having a little bit of fun,
Pete Daly.
chilling out.
All right, send him in.
So,
All right, there we are.
just enjoy. I'll be on later.
I want to talk to you.
All right, go ahead. Jack's okay. What's the beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I had to sell that rotten gin.
You're after the dough, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't need dough that bad. Taking two-bit pieces from kids.
There are millions of two-bit pieces just begging to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy has always been. If the boys are not satisfied, I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently. So long.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could...
Get out! All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from down here. I'll be ready by now.
Okay, boss.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
Take it easy, kid. Slow down. You'll kill somebody.
Mary, you're not eating your breakfast again. Joe Hartford hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two?
Why should there be anything wrong?
There shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that.
Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill. He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Harper never lied about anything.
Yes, that's right. Bill's mother says he never lies.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
Why, of course. Oh, Jimmy.
For what?
Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
Jimmy,
What have I got to worry about?
why don't you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy! Don't let Mother see you like that.
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotic to students, not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll. But do you realize that marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in almost every state in the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt. But we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets. All these devoted to marijuana records. Here is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict. Here is a most tragic case.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
Then there is the most vicious type of case. Here, in Michigan, a young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker, taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant case.
Yes, I remember. The newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day.
I'd like to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll.
Thank you. Sit down, Bill. There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always had excellent grades.
Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me. You're undermining your health.
Well, there's nothing, Dr. Carroll. Really, there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
Honest? If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story. Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question. And I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people? Well?
Oh, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home.
All right, my boy. We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember, if you ever want to confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser.
Thank you, Dr. Carroll.
Hello, Mary. You want to play a set?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for weeks.
Didn't take that new kid long to catch on.
Don't take any of them long. Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see? Give me that with a fork, will you?
Get it yourself.
Good morning, Miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it, and yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay. I'll write it down for you.
Mary, come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
Oh, why, he's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back. Come in and sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. Funny, we've never been able to get her up here before. Hey, scram, will you? Smoke, Mary?
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Hey, what's the matter? An orphan?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Thanks.
How do you feel, Mary? Oh, Mary, give me a... Mary. Oh, Mary. Everything's all... Jack, is she all right? She's dead. Nay, get me some water. Now listen, you two. I want you to get out of here. Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this. Now get going. Give it to me. Here. Harry. Mary. Mary. What happened? You killed her. last, Graham, you call the cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You were out in the kitchen, you heard the shot. When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story.
Mary! Mary, speak to me. Mary!
Alright, so it seems that Twitch has shut my channel down already, so we're gonna have to end this stream and go back to a different one. I'll be back online after I figured all the legalities of this out, but they just shut me down. So if you can hear or see any of this, consider yourself lucky.